Raw materials, components, and subassemblies are where inventory begins. As you know, inventory, whether a raw material or a finished product, has some value to it. As the raw material is transformed, more value is added to it. With this in mind, a raw material is any purchased, supplied, or extracted item that will eventually be transformed via a manufacturing or transformative process. The raw material or materials are generally converted into components or a finished product. Let's look at an example. As you can see, this sheet is a raw material that is being prepared for the transformative process. Another example of a raw material is in the form of extracted materials. Here we can see extracted materials in a facility. Keep in mind that raw materials are different from raw data. Raw data is found in the information side of a value stream, not in the materials side. The concept is the same though. Raw materials typically are found in a supplier's possession awaiting shipment to a manufacturer. If the raw material is at a facility, they typically are waiting for processing or some other type of transformative process to begin. Extracted materials can also be found in different areas of the land, labs, or other areas. Components are a little different from raw materials. For example, computers are made up of many different parts, such as a motherboard, CPU, RAM, and hard drive. Each of these parts are made up of smaller parts. We call these smaller parts components. A component could be a raw material, subassembly, or a part. Components go into a higher level assembly, item, or part. Some examples of components might be hardware, batteries, welding materials, or seals. Let's now turn our attention to subassemblies and answer the question, what is a subassembly? A subassembly is used to build an assembly. A subassembly is not a component. It is an assembly that is used in a higher level of a bill of materials. Subassemblies could be one component or a number of components that are used and assembled into a unit and form a larger part or higher level assembly. For example, if we were building a car, the end item or independent requirement is the car, with many subassemblies. One subassembly is the tires. The subassembly of tires goes into the car assembly. As an aside, the subassembly of tires includes components such as the rubber tire, the rim, and the lug nuts. We've now learned about raw materials, components, and subassemblies. These are all forms of inventory. Now, before we go, we'd like to invite you to answer the following question in the community, comments, or upcoming assignments. What raw material, components, or subassembly examples can you think of? We look forward to hearing your responses, and we'll see you in the next lecture.